Hi, this is Mark. I'm just going to walk through how to use the application Buzz, which is a wrapper around the OpenAI Whisper tool that handles basically audio transcription in many languages. And I'm going to walk through how to create subtitles files for one of the New Kadampa tradition pujas. So the first step in this process is to go to this website. It's Chidi Williams, CHIDI Williams.github.io/buzz, and you'll find some instructions here on how to install the application. It's pretty simple on a Mac. You can either go to the App Store, which gets you a couple of extra features, I guess, but it costs about $10, or you can just go to download the latest version from the releases. So I went to this page, the release page, and you choose which version you need. For me, it was the Mac OS ARM64, and download that, expand the zip file, and then install the application. Pretty simple to install. So the next step is to open up Buzz. When you open Buzz, you get this blank window, and there is some configuration that you'll have to do. So I'll go ahead and open up the settings and walk through what we have here. So under general, the main thing you want to do is there's some additional stuff after this double brackets with input file name that includes like a date and something else. So you want to remove after that. So you just get these two opening braces, a space, input file name, a space, and then two closing braces. So you want to remove that, and that's so that you get the same file name for the subtitles file for each audio track as for the original track. So if the original track was Liberating Prayer.mp3, then the subtitle track will be Liberating Prayer.srt. And most software tools that can play back the subtitles are looking for a subtitle track that has the same name as the audio track or the video track if you have video, and but just with the subtitle extension in this case SRT. So the next thing is the set of models that are available, and I believe when you first install the app, which I did previously, I think it comes with the large installed when you install it, perhaps. I can't remember for sure. But what you can do is just go in and select any of them and then click the download button, and it'll download that model. And the one that you're going to want to use based on my testing is medium, because it's the best trade-off of speed for accuracy. If you go with the tiny base or the small, then the accuracy starts to drop off quite a bit. And if you go for any of the large models, then the time it takes to process each file increases to the point where it's just not worth it for the extra accuracy you get. You don't get much more additional accuracy over the medium. So you don't really need to worry about anything in the shortcuts, but in the folder watch section, you need to have this checkbox enabled, enable folder watch. You need to select an input folder and an output folder. So on my machine here, I've created oops, looks like it okay, so I've created under my documents folder a Buzz Captions folder, and then I have two folders there. One is input audio, the other is output subtitles. So I have input audio, I select that. Now that's selected, you want to do the same for the output. And then under the model, I believe the default is Whisper, which is what I've used. I haven't tried any of these others. There's some additional ones here. One of them is called Faster Whisper, but I haven't tried those. And then you want to go ahead and select the medium model here. The task is to transcribe, since you're going to just be taking the prayers in whatever the input language is. In this case, it's English. And then you set the language to English. For the export, you want to select the SRT for subtitle files, and then that's all you need to do. So now you're set up and to work, and this window is basically just like tracking what's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and drag a couple additional windows over here to be able to demonstrate. So in the bottom window, I have a folder open with all of the Heart Jewel prayers. So there's 17 MP3 tracks and the cover image for the practice. And this was something I downloaded from TARPA. And then in this window, I have the input audio folder open. So what I want to do is I want to grab all of these files and I want to copy them, not move them, over to the input. So I select them all and I start dragging them, and then I'm going to hold down the Option key, which is going to copy them. You see the little green plus sign that came on there. Then, whoops. Then I'm going to drop that in there, and now it's copied all those files over. And now over here you can see in the Buzz UI that these things are transcribed and are queued to transcribe, and Liberating Prayer is in process of transcribing. So 16%, 27%. So this is going to take a while to do all of the files. So I'll go ahead and pause the video here and come back to it once this is complete. All right, so that took about 13 to 14 minutes to go through all of the MP3 audio and essentially, have the AI listen to and transcribe what was there into Subtitles files. So I copied the files into the input audio folder at the beginning, and as the tool did its work, it moved everything over into the output Subtitles folder. So it copied the input MP3 files, and then it also generated for each input MP3 file, it generated an SRT file with the same name. So as I said before, the accuracy is not perfect, so I can go ahead and open this up with a text editor. I'm using Sublime Text here, which is a free text editor, and this is what we get from for Guru Founder. So the next step here is to go through each of these files and essentially compare it with the Sadhana. So what I have is I have the Sadhana open in the Books reader on my Mac, where I have the book Heart Jewel open, and the Sadhana is in the back, although Guru Founder isn't in there. So let's close that, and actually let's look at the Liberating Prayer instead. So these are the subtitles that it generated for the Liberating Prayer, and to be honest, I was pretty impressed that it spells Shakyamuni right, and it doesn't make a ton of mistakes in here, but in order for us to be able to use this in the NKT app that is in progress, then we're going to need to get these subtitles corrected. So essentially what you need to do at this stage is go through each file and look at the text in the Sadhana and make any corrections, either by like copying text from over here and pasting it over here, or just editing them side by side so you can fix any words that are misspelled or words that were incorrect altogether, etc. Punctuation, capitalization, essentially making what's in the subtitle file identical to what's in the Sadhana. And then when that process is complete, we have a full set of subtitles for that particular practice. And I wanted to show one last thing here, which is I'm using the VLC audio player, and I'm not sure in this tool if you'll be able to actually hear the audio once I open this, but I can go ahead and open this up. and I can navigate to my documents, buzz captions, output subtitles, and I can open this folder. Okay, and it detected all 17 files. So I'm not sure if that's coming through, but I heard Guru Founder start. And what I can do in here is I can go into the visualizations and I can select one of these. So for example, I'll select spectrometer, and then I'll hit play again. And when the visualization is turned on, the subtitles will be displayed. You can see that it says call for refuge instead of go for refuge, so some of these need to be corrected. So I'm not sure if you could hear that, but in VLC it detects the subtitles files, and they're synchronized with the audio. So that's the process to do this, and I'm hoping to get some help with this as we get closer to being able to launch this new Kadampa player app that is currently in progress. Thank you.